What's going on? This is Thomas Young, founder of 18 Wheels Maneuvering Skills. A separate segment of 18 Wheels is called Talk Trucking with Thomas. And in this video, I'm going to be speaking with Javion Jones. He goes by Jay. So Javion Jones, he goes by Jay. And he's currently a truck driver that I met back in August. Worked with him and his team, the group that came with him. Y'all did an amazing job. So let me go ahead and get Jay invited in here. Mr. J.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
been a little minute, man. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been cool,
All right,
wheels
all
keep
right.
rolling.
Yeah, look like you're doing pretty good, man.
I'm trying.
What state you in right now?
I'm in North Carolina.
Where in North Carolina?
Old Fort.
Man, let me find out you around my stuff around. I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah. Right up the street.
You still live in Oklahoma, or do you live in Oklahoma?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where in Oklahoma?
Tulsa.
Tulsa. Okay, good. Man, you know how it is when they say Tornado Alley.
Yeah, they ain't lying. You see them clouds gather around there, you better get somewhere.
You better get got you.
Not that much, yeah.
So now you born and raised in Oklahoma?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So how long you been driving?
Um, I'd say on the cusp, about 7, 8 months, because I got my CDO when I was 20, but my birthday didn't come around till July, so it would be a year, but I think about 7, 8 months, something like that.
Okay. So when I met you in Texas, was that that was your first company?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. Well, you did a great job, man. Like I tell you, your whole team, your whole group, every one of y'all. I was proud of you, proud of all y'all, man. And you're still doing good. So let's kind of walk a little bit and kind of get up to where we at right now. So you're from Oklahoma, and what made you interested in the very beginning? What made you interested in trucking? Because you had your CDL since you was 20.
Well, I always wanted to travel, and oh my God. Hold on, Mr. Thomas. I gotta handle something right quick. I hope I ain't messing that up.
All right.
My bad.
No, you good. I just called you to take
Okay,
care of your business. We back in action with Jay.
we're back at it like we never left.
All right, talk trucking with Thomas. I got Jay with me here. All right. So now, what made you interested in the beginning? Trucking.
I always like traveling. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I knew I was gonna be traveling, doing something. Then like my grandpa, I see him doing. I'm like, like every time I call him, he's somewhere, eating good food. I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of cool. Plus, I was like, I was working like little bogus jobs here and there, and like everybody was telling me, like, you might as well, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna quit playing. So soon as I got the opportunity, I did. I didn't wait till I was 21. I was like, I gotta do something. So, and
Mhm.
like, I really like it.
Yeah. Because 21 is the age right now for people to be able to be a commercial truck, like get the Class A license and drive trucks like that. So, what do you think about if someone was 18 years old? What do you think about that? About them driving trucks?
I think they should stick to the B's because I was even kind of nervous when I first got out there. I mean, there are some people that could. I know there are some capable 18-year-olds. I'm not willing to bet my life on that, but you know,
Uh-huh.
but shout
So
out to them though. Yeah.
yeah, because there's been talks for a few years now. Now I've been in some conferences where they talked about, especially when they was talking about autonomous trucks, they were talking about like
Yeah.
lowering the age Class A license drivers
Yeah.
to 18 years old to get right out of high school. I lost you somewhere.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I did my bad, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, I was waiting till you turn your camera back on.
My bad. I'm ghetto. My bad. My
Well,
bad. Okay.
yeah. So if you don't have it on, what's that? What's that thing? Do not disturb. Or you get like a video or something, it's gonna, or I don't know, something gonna make the camera stop when it try to come through. But anyways, 18 years old, they can go in the military. So why can't they drive trucks?
I mean, that's a very interesting topic. I mean, me personally,
Hmm.
I just I don't trust it. Going to the military, doing your thing there and driving trucks here, like I be seeing enough wrecks as it is. 18. I know how I was 18. I wasn't crazy, but uh,
Think about it. They go in the military. They flying jets.
they
They
fly jets.
driving tanks. They operating all this. I'm talking about high tech stuff. Why can't they operate a truck and trailer? What's up with that?
I mean, maybe the day will come, but I don't want to be on the road with them. That's just me. I mean, I,
I,
you know,
well, yeah, that's something I love talking about because I mean it's kind of hey, what's going on? What's up with this age thing? So now, okay, so you want to travel and see the world and get paid to do it, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, which category do you fit in out of these two? Are you the type of person that drive trucks for a living, or are you the type of person that lives to drive trucks?
That's a good question. At
Think
first, I was just driving trucks for a living, but now like this is my lifestyle. Like you get
yes,
used to it. Yeah, you see
yeah,
stuff. You're like, this ain't so bad. Like it have its moments, but then like when you get to somewhere real beautiful, like you know what, this is pretty cool.
yeah. And you know what's good? What another thing that's really good about it because there's several benefits and rewarding, I guess, feelings and everything about trucking. One thing is, well, everybody can't do it. A lot of people
Yeah.
tried and didn't make it. Some people tried, made it, realized this is not what I thought it was, and just bounced. But you stuck in there.
Yeah.
So, what do you like the most about driving trucks?
Uh, like it's the experience. It's the experience. I see stuff I would have never seen. Everybody back at home just doing what they do, and like,
Yeah.
and wherever I go, I get a souvenir, and I like to take a picture. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm like yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So that's cool about it. Just traveling, meet new people. You meet all kind of cool people.
Hmm.
Like you go to truck stops, people always willing to help you. Like
Yeah.
it's cool.
So, and that's good because a lot of people have, I don't know, even drivers have a different type of perception of other drivers, um,
Yeah,
like rude and this and that and against one another. But I feel like, I mean, yeah, that goes on, but drivers stick
yeah.
together and drivers love to help no matter what. I mean, you could be in the middle of nowhere. You
You
keep
ain't
them on the
lying.
CV and ask you a question. A truck driver knows. A truck driver knows, and they will be glad to help you. Exactly, especially in the wintertime.
Oh yeah.
You so when you went to trucking school, how was that for you? What was that experience like for you?
Uh, I was really, really nervous and like I was on a manual. I wasn't on automatic how it is now. So that was my first time ever driving a manual transmission. Man, I get that transmission. Hey, I tell you, they probably had to get a new one after I left up out there. I was hitting it all hard and stuff, but I
So
passed. So,
you
but
scraped it till you
yeah,
made it.
yeah,
But then what you say, scrape it till you make it, grind it till you
I
find
got
it.
through
Gonna need
there.
some gears. You had to double clutch and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could
So
probably
what?
do it now, but
Mhm.
yeah,
So
I
when
wouldn't
you
want to do it.
decided to go with a trucking company, what was the reason you chose the company that you started with, over the road company?
Um, honestly, I was putting in applications and they hit me up with a plane ticket. I'm like, okay, well, hey,
So like the first one got back with you or whatever.
yes, sir. Yes,
I hear that a
sir.
lot. I hear that a lot. Now, when you got with the company, what was one of the things you liked about it the most?
I like we just all came together and like it was an inclusive experience, you know what I'm saying? We were real hands-on, got to see how this works and how the mechanics of certain things and
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? You wasn't just standing there and not knowing what was going on, you know?
Yeah. One thing I like about you and your group, y'all just gel together. It became like one family. And as far as I know, y'all all
Yeah,
met right there.
Yeah, we had a good old time too. Yep.
Yeah, and to this day, y'all still communicate. I really like that a
Yep.
lot.
Mm.
So when you got your truck, your first dispatch, or where did you go?
I would think to a chicken place somewhere in Fort Worth, probably about an hour out.
A chicken.
Yeah.
So on your first run, I mean, were you? I guess you was nervous, right?
Oh yeah.
So did you have? What was a lesson you learned from that? What kind of mistake you made that you said, I ain't gonna never do that again?
Um, I'm gonna call somebody before I leave. I know that much. Call dispatch before I leave. Get an outstanding understanding before I get out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When you first went through the mountains, what state were you in, and how was that experience?
I think I was in Pennsylvania,
Mm,
and it was like fall. Like I never just like drove through the mountains before, so I was just taking it all in. But going down and going up is two different things. I noticed like I would go up the mountain, I'm going about 25, not and the whole thing didn't process through until I realized I got like 50,000 pounds on the back. Then going down, that's a whole nother story. But as long as you keep your engine brakes on, you go slow, you should be all right. You know, just watch out for other people because everybody, common sense ain't common.
right.
You do that, yeah, you should be all right.
That's right. Now, when you were going down the grade, were you scared at all?
A little bit at first, yeah, because like I was heavy and I started going a little bit too fast. I was like, whoa, hold up now.
Yeah, yeah, because they can get away from you. Now, Pennsylvania, the Appalachian Mountains, I mean, that's cool. But then you get some other ones like you get up in let's say Black Mountain in North Carolina, where you if you're going, well, I think when you're going east on 40, you got to stop at the brake check station and then you
Hmm.
go down. If you're up in Tennessee on 24, uh, what's that? Lookout Mountain? What you call that mountain over there? Yeah, I can't think of the name of it right. Mount Eagle. If you're going
Yeah, yeah.
east, you got
I
another
just
brake check.
passed that a little while ago. Yeah.
You did?
Passed
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's the one get a lot of people real, real good. Now, what about inclement weather? What's some of the worst weather, whether it's fog or whatever? What's the worst weather you've driven in so far?
Um, Probably like a ocean storm, like a storm like right by the ocean, like just real. 'Cause I've drove in like ice, snow. I can't know, but when you're like in just blinding rain and like
Mhm.
then you're in a real narrow construction zone, people
Yeah.
still trying to go fast. You can't even see like 5 feet ahead of you.
Hmm.
And then the wind blowing hard. You're trying to keep a grip on this, and you in a real narrow construction zone. That's probably the most difficult, most recent difficult driving weather that I've been through.
Hmm. Okay.
Like down there in Louisiana, Houston.
Yeah. You have you ever been involved in an accident since you've been driving trucks?
Nah,
Good. Have you seen some?
a lot. Oh
Right.
yeah.
Uh, what was the cause of some of them that you saw? What you think?
Um, Going too fast, or maybe a four wheeler that wasn't paying attention. They just pulled out in front of somebody or something like that,
Hmm. Um,
or somebody on their phone or something.
yeah, distracted driving is terrible, especially those phones.
Oh yeah.
And we all have a responsibility. It's a major responsibility when you drive a truck because you have to keep yourself safe and the other one safe. Everybody else on the road. Otherwise, it doesn't work out. Are you a good truck driver?
I would like to think so. Yes.
What makes you a good truck driver?
I'm very alert, attentive, vigilant. I try to look out for my equipment as best as possible. Best of my knowledge. I'm not a diesel mechanic, but I'm courteous. I try not to get too close to people because I don't like people doing that to me.
Yeah,
Things along those lines.
right. That tailgating is terrible. No, I go to even now. I look because I'm used to driving trucks. So I'm watching people tailgate, and when they get behind
They
me,
get up on
this
you.
is me. Oh, I hate it. You ever
Uh,
tailgate anybody?
uh, Not on the highway,
Not on the highway, so you have tailgate spotters there.
but, you know.
What's the difference between
Yeah.
tailgating on the highway and not on the highway?
Um,
It,
I mean,
it's still
probably
not
have a
good, right?
since you're not going as fast. It's not still not good, but since you're not going as fast. The stopping distance, it plays a part.
Yeah. What's a good following distance? Let's say you're on the highway, traveling the highway speed, let's say 65, 60 miles per hour, and good weather, because if it's worse weather, bad weather, then you got to increase it more. What is a good, you give me a number. How many seconds behind the vehicle in front of you do you consider good following distance? How do you judge
Like
your
10
own?
seconds.
Huh?
10 seconds.
10? Okay, 10 is really good. 10 is really good. All right, that's good. If you have 10 seconds following distance, you should not hit anything. Even if the vehicle in front of you stop just like that, you should be able to stop safely if you have to, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you can't make an erratic lane change. If you do, then you open up the doors for disaster. When you was talking about the mountains, you had me thinking about something. I want you to finish this sentence for me though. You can go up the mountain 1,000 times too slow, but what?
You only go down fast once.
Go down fast once. And
Mm.
that's all it takes for you to, for something bad to happen. We don't want that to happen. A lot of people either didn't know or just feel like they can just negotiate the mountains like that and just roll down that thing, and it didn't end up well for them. When you delivered your first load, when you picked your load up, drove to the destination, got your load delivered, how did that feel?
Um, I felt the comments, but it was a pretty long night. I didn't really know what I was doing. I first went to the office. I'm like, am I supposed to be here? This is where I go. They just looking at me crazy. So
Hmm.
I'm just standing there. It was a long night, but I got it done. Had to pop my collar one time. I was like, you did that, JP.
That's right. So, okay, so you started with that company, then how many companies have you moved to since then? And where are you now?
Um, one, but
Okay.
recently I did receive a pretty good situation that I'm about to walk into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yes.
that's good. It's always good to do better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, in the truck stops, though, what's your favorite truck stop?
Uh, Pilot is my go-to
The Pilot.
if I can. Yeah.
Why is that?
Uh, Mainly because I got a fuel card. I got a bunch of free showers.
That's
But
why I figured.
they usually got some decent manageable spots to get into, but mainly that shower card.
Okay. And now, Pallets and Loves are some of the smaller truck stops. You have larger ones like Petro, Flying J, TA, Bosman's, different ones. Now, there are some pallets that have good size. So, especially like if you go into the Northeast area, because see, you from Oklahoma. I guess Oklahoma, if you go up north a little bit and back west, typically, no matter what time of the day or night it is, you can find a park at a truck stop. But you get
Yeah.
east, like the East Coast, that's a whole different story. How much
Man,
how much driving have you done on the East Coast? I mean, have you been there a few times already?
pretty much that's been most of my driving. I haven't been anywhere west of Kansas. I've just been all like east side of America, pretty much all through there.
You found in a place that you like to stop at, like restaurants that's not a truck stop?
hmm I got the spot down in the Crowley, Louisiana. It's like a little steakhouse. Like whenever I'm in like Chicago, I'll just Uber like some chicken wings or something. It's a place called Just Wings up in
Okay.
Chicago, not or Atomic Wings, one of those. But you can't go wrong with those.
Okay. How did your family feel? How did they feel when you first was going over the road? You was young. You was like 21. How did they feel
Mhm.
about you going traveling in this big truck and trailer?
My parents was kind of nervous. They was like, that's a big truck, and all that. But other than that, they was proud of me, and everybody else, they was just like, that's good,
Uh-huh.
getting out of here, doing something different. So, it was
So,
cool.
I mean, you came a long ways in a short period of time, Jay. What kind of advice do you have, or could you give someone that's thinking about trucking or very new in trucking? What would be your advice to them?
Um, I have a few little tidbits. First, I would say, have a made up mind. Don't, if you're gonna do this, have your ducks in order. Don't come around here like if you have habits, what I'm saying, get that settled before you go take like the federal DOT test to get started this before you trick yourself off before it even starts. Make sure you have your priorities straight and like don't come here expecting big money off top because everybody's situation is different. What
Mhm.
might be big money to me might not be big money to you. And if you do get into it, make sure you have some shower shoes. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Sound like you tell them have a purpose for being out here. Know what you're getting into, because
Yeah.
a lot of people get into it and realize not what they thought, and they leave, like we talked about. So, and that's some good advice, Jay. Good advice. Have you ever had a situation where you had to help someone back in, help another driver back in, the driver was struggling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ever had a situation where they had to help you back in?
Many times. Yes,
What
yes,
was the deal?
yes.
Was it too tight? What was going on?
I remember this one specific time I was, I think in Westchester, Pennsylvania, at that pilot in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and it was like maybe 1, 2 in the morning. All the spots was filled up, but there was like two spots, the very, 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 very back, were like the I guess a CNG pump was or whatever those are,
Uh-huh.
and there was only one person back there, but okay, here's the end of the road. Some dude was blocking the end of the road, so like when I drive by, I couldn't drive past him, so I was pretty much stuck back there.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to make this work. So I started backing up. I did that about 12 times. And I had like a little headlight. I put that on the ground so I kind of direct myself backing up. Then after the dude see me doing about 12 times, he came back and helped me. So, yep,
So guess what? Hey, that's fine. Like we said, truckers love to help, not just other truckers, but
yep.
anybody. A good thing about truck drivers is just like firemen and some of the policemen, truckers help save others. How do truckers save others?
Mhm. Driving safe and
Exactly.
delivering the goods.
Exactly. Driving safe. On the road with you, let's say you driving, the way you drive, how do you think others feel driving around you or beside you?
I'm very conscious of that. So that's why I got me one of those the spinner knobs. That way I can keep my hand real steady, especially like when I'm in like a middle, like a three, if it's like a 3 lane on the highway. If I'm in the middle, I keep my hand right on that. So I like watch both sides. Cause I don't like when people drive directly next to me when I'm in the rig. And I know I really don't like driving when I'm in my regular car. I don't like driving next to like big trucks like for too long. So I try to like stay in my lane. That makes me feel comfortable, and that's why I want somebody else to feel like like you actually watching out. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I probably said
What?
no. I'm saying 100 times, but
So if you're driving right, like you're supposed to, people around you should feel safe. They should be comfortable, and they should feel protected. And that's what we have to do. We have to protect the motor in public. So two major things about trucking is very good is the nation economy depends on truckers as well as the safety of the motor in public. That's what it is. So, and remember, trucking is a continuous decision making process. Truck driver constantly make decisions. Uh, how many decisions do you think a trucker make in 1 mile of driving? What's your response?
mm, I couldn't even tell you. Be so much going on. You think about if you want to stop, or if you got to check your time, or see somebody coming up on you, or if you want to stop, get something to eat or something, or you see somebody swerving or something, you got to look out for them. Keep deers might be trying to cross the road. You got to be real vigilant. So it's a lot going on.
Exactly. Years ago, time and motion studies They said that the average truck driver make at least 160 decisions in 1 mile. And like you said, you constantly make decisions. What time it is? Do I need to change lanes? What this car doing? What this truck doing? When am I going home? How much money I'm gonna make? What's my next load gonna be? What's the next? I mean, you just rattle them off in your brain so much, and at the same time, you're focused. So we can't afford to be behind the wheel of a truck and be distracted. I bet you countless times you probably seen this. Truck drivers are being distracted going down the road. What's name like three of the distractions that truckers, I guess, deal with? The ones that's distracting
Uh,
themselves. I'm talking about.
can you please repeat that one more time?
So let's say you see truck drivers going down the road. Name three different distractions that you see other truckers engaged in.
Um, Probably messing with their phone,
Uh huh.
potentially eating. Uh, Number three,
Let me give you a third one. Checking seat covers. You ever
seat
heard of that?
covers. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
and basically anything that takes your focus off the road is a distraction. And we know what they can lead to. Now, with you, what type of truck are you driving right now? What you drive?
Uh, Cascadia,
Okay.
Freightliner,
Is it
2015,
okay?
red,
Is it automatic or standard?
automatic.
Like straight 10? Oh, automatic. Okay, okay, okay. Got
Yeah, automatic.
you. Is it the type of automatic that has a clutch in it or just the two pedals?
Two pedals.
Okay, cool, because clutch is in the engine. That's good. Now you said that when you was in trucking school, you were scraping the gears, grinding the gears. But then you got what your first company an automatic truck and what you drive now is automatic.
Mhm.
Which do you
Yes,
prefer,
sir.
automatic or standard?
Automatic. You know, the old dudes, like, that's not a real truck. Look, it works. I'll take it. You know,
Uh-huh.
and plus, if you're going down the mountain, you gotta keep switching gears. You gotta look around, people around you.
Hmm.
I'll stick to my good old automatic. They can have it.
You know what though? That's good though, because once you shift, let's say you have 10 speed. I mean, we got 30, we got all kinds of speeds. But once you get to your last gear, you're not shifting nothing anyways. And
Yeah,
automatic trucks help keep people safe. You don't have to worry about downshifting. No, you can just slow down and concentrate on the turn or the curve or whatever you're doing. Right?
that's what got me too. Is that downshifting?
Huh?
I said that's what got me was that downshifting.
Yeah,
That was what.
downshift.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so whenever you go to the fuel, Alan, do you have people, because you said pilots, not all pilots get crowded quick. Do you have to wait for somebody to come out of the store or they just camped out on the fuel aisle?
I've seen it before. Yeah,
You do it too?
seen it before. I won't be in the fuel aisle. I'll be in front of it. I'm trying to think too long, but sometimes it'll be like that. But for the most part, nah.
Hmm.
I don't just stay in the fuel. I'm not just gonna go to the fuel aisle and then go in the store. Make me a Subway sandwich. You know,
So
Try
what's
to
your,
be a little courteous.
yeah, I got you. And that's right. What's your favorite state that you feel like you love going in?
Mm, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. But I'd probably have to say Florida.
Okay. Why Florida?
It's just, it just when I'm down there, it's hard to explain it.
Gotcha. That's
When
good.
I'm down in Florida, it's like, just I don't know nobody down there. Like I'm in a whole different area. Like it just look real player down there. Like that's just me. Like I like Florida.
Florida is cool. Florida is cool.
Yeah.
You now going to New York City is a different type of feeling. It's a different atmosphere in a whole
Yeah.
different environment. And come down to Florida, it's different. So a lot of places are different. As far as the traffic though,
Oh
you
man.
Yeah, well, how you like? Well, now nobody likes being top in traffic, but what city do you hate going through because it's always traffic?
Indianapolis. Oh my
What?
gosh, they going to
Oh, you mean going through the
Indianapolis.
city or around the city? Which one?
Yeah, going through the city.
Yeah.
They've been doing construction on this one road for the longest. It seems like they're not doing that. Every time I go through there, I got to go the long way around. It's like 3 miles of just stuck cars. I'm like, what y'all
Oh.
doing?
Hmm. On the Rocky Mountains, though, you like that area, like the Rocky Mountains, like Colorado, where you can see the Rocky Mountains. You're not necessarily in them, but you can see them. I know you say you've been to Kansas. Do you go to Colorado at all? Like
I've
there?
not been to Colorado.
You not?
I've
Eh,
probably been like on the very edge, but I don't think that counts. But I ain't been to
So
Colorado.
the reason why I said it because I know you in the Appalachian Mountains a lot, and I'm assuming you most
Yeah.
likely Black Mountains and all that too, going through the gorge. But Colorado, when you get to Colorado, let's say you're running west on 70, going towards Denver, the Rocky Mountains, no vegetation, just rocks and snow. Like it's probably snow in Rocky Mountains right now. Uh, but it's beautiful though. When you get towards Denver, you get closer, they start peaking. They peak a little bit, go down. Then the next thing you know, you see a little peep of them. They peak up a little bit and go down. Then you get closer in Denver, boom, man, they laid out like crazy. And it's beautiful to see the snow-covered mountains. So any opportunity you get to
But
go further west, take it. Take it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Now, as far as ways to save money, because you know it's expensive being on the road, especially eating in the truck stops and buying stuff out of truck stop. How do you save money?
um, I like whenever I am home, I'll just try to like get stock up on noodles, Progresso soup. I love them Progressos,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and just drink my water. I try to at least, but I gotta practice what I preach a little more. I got kind of big off that truck stop food, but as far as saving money, I definitely got the noodles on deck.
You have a refrigerator in your truck?
Mm-hmm.
Microwave?
Yes, sir.
TV?
Uh, Not right now. No.
Right now?
I got like when I was in Dallas, I bought this. It's like a suitcase that folds open into a TV. I
Uh-huh.
play my game on it, but I left it at the house. But
Okay, okay.
most of the time, I'm just listening to podcasts. So
Gotcha.
it'll be
So
cool.
life on the road as a trucker is pretty good. Is that your take?
I mean, it is what you make it. Like it's not for everybody for sure. But
Right?
for as far as me, yeah. Mm.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
I don't like being around a lot of people anyway. I by myself. I could, just me and my thoughts.
Hmm. That's another good thing about trucking. You got so much personal freedom and you make your own decisions as a truck driver. Because when you're behind the wheel of the truck, you're the captain of the ship. The truck don't move unless you say so. Period. Finish the sentence for me. I love asking this question. No load is worth risking what?
Your life.
Exactly. Nothing. Period. If you're tired, sick, don't like the weather, I don't know. You got to shut it down and not drive until you feel safe. So no load is worth risking your life or the lives of others. 100%. Hey Jay, it's
Yes,
been cool,
sir.
man. It's been cool. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up a little bit, and then maybe I don't know, in a few months we all get together with your friends, and then we'll just all get on a meeting together and talk about a lot of different things, and just do a little catching up and have a big old powwow. What you feel about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Now
You
with
know
it.
how to reach me.
All right, I got you.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
All right, Mr. Thomas.
any last things you want to say before we wrap this up?
Uh, say no to truck stop food.
Say no, Justin.
Quote that. You know.
All right. All right, Jay. You stay safe, man. Nice talking to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Nice talking to you too.
All right.
All
Later.
right.